Hello everybody, and welcome back to the High Elven campaign.
Yes.
Our dear diplomat is down here, taking a look at Minas Tirith, Mordor, and all that lovely jazz. We did try down here to secure Minas Tirith by peaceful means, but now it appears we will have to act more aggressively, because otherwise Gondor is going to fall. We need Gondor to not fall, if it would be so kind, and as such, Sauron needs to make land over here, and oh my goodness, so many orcs. Okay, but
I can greet you, but not serve.
We're gonna attack Mordor, despite being a neutral faction over here.
Yes, my lord.
Breaking a trade agreement that was, I don't know, a few seconds in the making, and here we then are attacking Gothmorg, the sacker of Minas Tirith. Now, I'm not even gonna construct any siege equipment because I assume that this army, these armies, or all of them and more, they could just very well attack us on the next very turn. Now, let's turn our attention over to the to the Rohirric adjacent territories, where we are making progress against Isengard, let's say like that. You know, Glorfindel, he managed to take out both Voldberg and the Hornburg last time in quick succession, essentially, also, most essentially, killing off Saruman. That will have them rattled a bit, and now it is time for Elrond, the aggressive, to do something.
Follow me.
And what shall he do? Well, I'm thinking, why don't we do like this? And attack Modash, Zugnash, and Laguf. So Laguf comes with marauders and basic orcs. We have some infantry over there, easily countered by cavalry, I should think. And then we have Maudush himself, who's also an infantry-heavy guy. No problem, no problem. So, let's quickly save it and get to work. It's gonna be wonderful, everybody. It's gonna be wonderful indeed. Let me just turn my screen a little bit. There we are. Now that is a constructive use of the loading screen, if ever I saw one. Okay. Let's band these archers together in a front line sort of situation. We shall keep them from running too far afield. And then we take all these lovely folks and we put them in a line in front of them, including of course Elrond, and then we have some sword masters, but you know, that's a fine place for them actually, so let's just keep them there. And then we have our missile cavalry, whose first order shall be, well, let's see, yeah, the wargs are coming in over there. Okay, so first we're going to ride them to this side over here. You're gonna sprint a little bit, and then you're gonna we're gonna trail around the enemy army here, shooting a few arrows at them as we go, and after that we'll go and hit the wargs over here. The wargs. Wargs, wargs, wargs. Warg. Wargs. Yes, warg it is. Yes, very nice, very nice. Okay. And our archer lines are brimming with activity. Go on, lovely rangers, go on, go on, go on. To glory, gore, and what lies beyond. Yeah, these Urukai archers are not going to be very happy with what they find around here. How much armor do they have? 8. Ah, so they've been upgraded, I see. Okay. We might need then to actually use our Noldor archers. And then on the Goblin infantry over here. It's an interesting addition to their army. Lightly armored. Yeah. So our lighter archers will focus on those. And then Elra here. Focus on the Uruk bodyguard, please. Gilgalad's company. Raiders, maybe. Yeah. But there were also some raiders over here, weren't there? Oh, a spear guard. Yeah, okay, they might be a good choice. Yeah, let's shoot at them a bit. Okay. Rangers coming up over here. Focus on the marauders, please. The others can be charged down as if they were nothing, but the wargs, yeah, the wargs, they're a bit more finicky. Oh, hello. You're trying to flank me? Oh, that's sweet. You know what? We're gonna do like that, and then that. And we take on the spear guard then. Nice. Okay. And Rangers, I want you to continue hounding that cavalry unit. They should soon be coming into our Elrond's range, actually.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
It's looking good. Our troops are performing well. Very well. Little light of the Elbereth over there. Okay. Now, with those guys basically done for, I think we can refocus our rangers onto other approaching enemies. Rivendell must not fall. And Rivendell will not fall. I mean, look at this. The Urukai bodyguard over here is being very well defeated. Goblin infantry running. Oh, hello. Let's shoot some more at the bodyguards. And team 1, why don't you come over here? So the archers are running forward, that's fine. Rangers, go and focus on the reavers for now.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Shoot those guys.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead.
Where did that happen? Over here, maybe. Okay. Fair enough. Let's go for the raiders with those. And our rangers are doing very well. So now, being out of arrows, I think it's good to send them against the archers, whereas our archers can then refocus on
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and
their
run them
melee
down.
troops. Oh, hello. A little charge into the reavers there. Quite frisky there. Quite frisky. So that's going to lose you some troops there. Walkman Spearguard. Okay. Okay, the enemy army is running away. Nice to see. Reavers over there. Spear guard. Ah, they're annoying.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead.
Excellent stuff. And then
Only
we
half the
pull
enemy
you
force
back out.
remains.
Nice. Okay. Archers, I don't think we have much more use for you, really. Now all we need to do is chase down the enemy. Come on. No. Very good performance all round. Very good performance. Hunt down the raiders. Oh, and the orc fighters. Yeah. And those who require raiders, please. Come on, chase them down properly. Spear guard over there. Let's get them done.
Victory will be ours.
Oh, is he shooting the archers in the back as they run away?
Pursue and run them down.
No, he's shooting the spear guard as they run away. Elrond. You sod. You're endangering the lives of your own people. There's only one general left. And there he is. Okay, you know, Elrond, you have permission. Everybody has permission to shoot this bastard. Come on. Give him a prick. He's a bit far away though. He's just standing there. Doesn't he know how blooming dangerous it is? It's like he's completely ignoring all the arrows thrown at him. It's kind of incredible to see. You ride for Rivendell indeed.
Our men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose the behold.
Ah, there we go. So that's the last of them.
It's time to press the attack.
Good.
This is a clear victory.
Yeah, I think it's pretty decent. I mean, I guess we could have prevented the loss of a few more rangers, but all around, can't be too unhappy here. Especially since it removes a lot of their remaining troops in this area. And I suppose that from this, Elrond can focus either west or east. Let's take a look at the situation when we're done, though.
Set up an ambush.
Nah. Goodbye. Ah yes, of course, there's one more army. Suppose taking Bragnas would be well worthwhile. And then Lonangren later on.
Elven lands. Sire, I'm gonna stick you.
Yeah,
Scatter them.
let's do that.
Lands will be safe.
Have a taste of my blade. I'm gonna stick you.
Engage.
Captain Mogash. With a couple of units of archers and otherwise infantry, berserkers, infantry. And that is what we like to see because we can absolutely handle infantry.
Not be allowed to triumph this day.
But oh goodness. These orcs just do not know when to quit, do they? Here we have team 1 and team 2. They all stand here and are waiting for you. And then we have team 3. So, time to shine. There are enemies over there, and it is your job to bring them down with a hail of arrows and a smile. It's a very simple battle, this. Archers as a general, oh my goodness. They're just blobbing up as if they want to take monstrous casualties. And then we harass them a little bit and prepare to encircle their archers with cavalry. It's lovely. "40% of the enemy army dead already. And counting. We soften up their archers a little bit, and then we charge in with the rangers, I think. It's a good way to go. Oh, but now the rangers are actually coming toward... Oh, or they are being attacked by their berserkers. But, hey, let's give them a little whack with those. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Good. And pull back.
If we continue like this,
Oh, and the berserkers are falling. Haha. It's nice to see. What do we have here? Urukai infantry. Let's just outrun them. It's no big deal. Our lines haven't even probably met. It's just this thing before they've even met the line. Are these real Urukai? Is this it? Is this all you can conjure, Sauron? Oh, I guess he's dead. Might explain it. I guess I'd be a little bit demoralized too. Capital and leader both lost to history. So, yeah. Time for some more charges here.
our men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their
This
will
should
to fight.
precipitate a rout. And the infantry, battered and beaten, continue to struggle on.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Spearguard, pikemen. Where are the berserkers? Did they just die? Just roll over completely? Apparently, yes. That's amazing. Okay. Pikemen, archers. Yeah, just chase them down. While Dunedain bodyguards are making swift work of the heavily armored Urukai infantry. I mean, this is just amazing.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Is this going to be a victory without any losses whatsoever? It's almost looking that way. Let's capture a few more archers. And the Urika infantry are running back, but no. Ha 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 ha. Run away now, they do. Okay. And we have a welcoming party. Zero place 99%. Soon to be 100. Oops, yeah. I mean, it feels like we have humiliated them enough. Yes, you do indeed right for Rivendell.
This is a clear victory.
1 elf lost. Oh goodness, who did we lose? We lost a Noldor veteran. They managed to kill 1 Noldor veteran with a stray arrow. But otherwise, Noldor archers doing well. Dunedain bodyguards because of course, and yeah. Excellent, wonderful stuff. And with the teacup freshly filled, I am also filled with a desire to carry on. Now, if I remember right, there should be, you know, around here, we should have a
Your orders.
a rather large stack of enemy forces. So maybe it should be Elrond's task to take them on. What do we have here?
Come, my brothers.
You know,
Over here. Engage.
yeah. That's enough of that.
My lord. Swift, follow me. Set up an
Okay, there we go.
Warriors, onward.
And looks like where did that large army go? I don't even know. Oh well, we are doing well though. We're doing very well. So if that is what it is, of course they might be hiding in here,
Elves. Come on.
but we can't see it from this side of
Stay in the
the
trees.
river. We could though send a little.
Sire.
Círdan. Oh yeah, of course, because he moved earlier this turn.
Onward. My lord.
Let's just see.
Swiftly.
No, nobody's here. Nobody's here. Huh.
Form up.
It's kind of interesting. Wherever their army is, it's not really a threat to us, to our core gains over here, in the form of the Hornburg, Fildburg, and Isengard.
Follow me.
So,
Assail them.
with that in mind, I think we should do something about these raiders over here. Really,
Yes, my lord.
that's what we need to do.
There's the target. Put them down.
A nice little skirmish.
Our foes appear to be gaining the upper hand in this battle.
Oh yes,
Advance. Swords.
but not for long.
Ready your bows. Elves, over here.
So, there you go. And then we have cavalry coming in from over here. And I want you to run, dear riders. Ride with swift determination. Once you enter the battlefield, of course. There we go. Off you trot. You have some archers to run down. Oh, their general's unit is... let's zoom in. Yeah, it's this one. It's the Reavers over here. So, maybe charging into him would be a worthwhile target. But really, any of these we could charge into with relative ease. Oh, the archers are over there. You know what? Yeah, let's head for the archers first, just to give them a nice little shock to their morale. And try to spur the others into action. Oh, that's not going to go as planned, but maybe it's still good. Yeah, we didn't lose too many in that charge, so I'm going to be okay with that. And then we run away to not risk the ire of the archers. Ha! Out of range, use swords. And they run to meet their demise. Boom. And we double back on the archers. Ha ha ha. Okay. And another. We're losing some folks here, but it's gonna be okay. Smash.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Yeah, we need to double back on the Reavers over here.
For the moment, the fortune
And
of
smash!
our way. Good tidings. The enemy general flees like the coward he is. Press onward.
So first he dies and then he flees. It's a bit strange there. Come on. Shoot the raiders when you can. Okay. There we go. And then shoot the rangers. Not rangers. Raiders. Raiders, rangers, raiders, rangers. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, there we go. Routing those. Very nice. And the raiders are slowly but steadily losing troops. Give them a go! And then Emmanuel Riders come in behind. You guys stop. Oh, they flee already. Isengard, really? You're better than this!
The enemy are utterly vanquished. This is a great victory, worthy of only the mightiest.
But apparently they're not better than this, and they... yeah, but I mean, this... We had the tactical advantage in this battle all along. Lost a few riders, but I mean, we absolutely won it. And we keep our food, and that's the most important thing here. And it also shows, you know, that they can't attack us in strength, apparently. They don't have the troops to do it. Where can we retrain them easily? We could go to... Not Bardvin. I guess Herod is going to be the place. But until then, let's send them back to Bile.
Onward! Be vigilant.
Alfu is getting Lindar Mariners in 17 turns. You know what? Let's send these Mariners down to Alfud then. And over here, we're getting troop training in for the first time in Boregost. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I'm kind of curious to see what would happen if we purchased Argond from Bree. So
Yes, my lord. Without question.
By the light of Elbereth!
And we're back. Somebody called me and I excused myself rather quickly.
Yes, my lord.
Okay.
I shall continue tomorrow.
So you go to Argand. Elendir, you are heading to... Oh, you're heading to Alfud as well. Not a bad call, of course. But actually...
By the light of Elbereth!
I'm rather taken by the thought of having a go at Argon. So let's see if Bree will play ball, and if they will, we'll buy that place and instate Elendil as governor.
I would fight for your people as if they were my own, friend.
Oh, Mitchell Delving is really coming around these days. It's nice to see. Forlorn, surely you can build more stuff. Yeah, you can build art galleries. Basradum, you are just waiting to upgrade, really. And Oscalon, you're coming along. Perthenloon upgrading soon. Our financials are looking stable, but of course not growing expansively. We're also ferrying around a lot of troops, so maybe that is to be expected, but overall, I'd say we're doing alright on most fronts.
Come on! At ease!
Even with huge armies being fielded. Ooh, Cherno, boom! Roquen, boom. I want them. Yeah, we're gonna take a hit financially, but I want them. And also it's nice to have some Cherno over here at Imladris, because then, I mean, even if Angmar decides that we are worth attacking, then they will find us very hard to attack, and that is all that matters. Do we want to do anything with Glorfindel?
Come, my brothers.
We could go to Ginyard, just hop over.
Engage! Lay it to ruins!
Why not? Just kick them while they're down. That's what we're doing here. Glorfindel is just stomping around with his cavalry force and kicking Isengard while it's down. Like, why do you keep hitting yourself? Why do you keep hitting yourself? It is as we expected. Mordor comes. And also, incidentally, shows that Captain Macholg and Ishgaz are very capable of coming later should Lugol fail. Which, yeah, looks kind of likely actually. He's got some Variag Lancers, we'll have to watch out for them, but otherwise this is a fairly simple army to deal with. And of course Gothmorg, I mean, 78 spearmen. Ooh, I shiver.
Fight to the end!
And so we get to fight with Minas Tirith. That's a backdrop. It's lovely. Oh, this game. Right. Roquen, let's put you on the flanks. Ready to intercept archers. And okay, I want to keep spearmen on the sides. Yes, you do. Bring spears from Midland. And then we have all you lovely fellows here. So you team 2, you team 3, and boom, we're ready.
Bringing in reinforcements.
Goody. Oh, looks like we'll have to move just a tiny bit. Alrighty. And the cavalry is coming from over here, which means we probably should place our spearmen all over here. Let's just see what happens. What they do. It's all about that, isn't it? And then over here we have, where do we have their archers? In there, okay. They do pack a bit of a punch, but I'm not too worried. And here we have the general, and smash. Roquen, take him out. Archers, I want you to focus on those halberdiers there. They look nice and juicy. And, oh, this is looking good. But he did not die. That's interesting. Okay, we'll try again. He's a... Okay, he's got some fortitude. There he is, the bagger. Okay. Let's give him another go. And... Kasplooch. There we are. That's a bit better. Ha! Okay, good. Let's not keep in melee with them because they are armor piercing and so they can actually punch a hole in the armor of the Requin. Which, you know, the less of that the better, is what I say. The riders are still not really making themselves felt in any way. So, I mean, while these guys are just hanging about, I think we should do something about their archers. Skishblorn. Okie dokie. Nice. And hit the archers again. Come on. And slam. Oh, Requin, you're lovely. Even when charging suboptimally, you still charge very, very well. It's lovely to see. Hello, Black Orcs. What do you want from me? Maybe some Linda Bowman to shoot at ye. Okay. Let's charge the archers again, because why not? And yes, the cavalry is storming towards us, spearmen, just as we like it. And hello! Looks like we have some spearmen over there. Swordmasters, that's your job. There we go.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Nice. Black Orcs, interesting. Let's hand the archers just one more time. Because why not? Varag Lancers are not feeling too good. Haven't lost too many though. Oh, they're trying to outmaneuver us. There we go. Okay, Requin, you're being engulfed by halberdiers, so let's get you out of there. Ooh, you lost a couple there. Couple more than I wanted you to, but we'll manage, we'll manage, we'll manage. And then we go in and charge the Black Orcs in the back. Oh, Linda Bowman being intercepted by Black Orcs. We need to do something about that too. But first, smash. Now, how are we doing over here? Very well, I would say. The Morgul Chosen is just running away. Okay. Didn't expect that, but oh, hey. Oh no. Come on. Maintain your focus. Yeah, okay. Swordmasters handle the halberdiers. Charge into the archers, steal the Requin, and then go into the orcs over them.
Only half the enemy force
The cavalry is trying to outflank us again. Can't have that. No. There you go. The Black Orcs are wavering. Gothmorg returns. Nice.
Our general lies slain upon the battlefield.
What? Oh no. That's not good actually. Oh, I thought he had a bit more staying power than that. But no. Goodness. One single Varag Lancer escapes the field. I guess he was up against Sauron's will. Okay, they do hit pretty hard. Alright. Let's act aggressively against them and rout them. Yes, there we go.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
We've lost a few fair few of ours as well. Mostly Linda Bowman though, but still. Not insignificant at all. Let's charge the archers. Boom, that should kill them. Or their morale, at least.
If we continue like this, we will smash the
And
enemy.
then... Guthmorg. Very good.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead. Our foe is utterly vanquished. Let all who remember this day remember it as the
Okay, we
day
healed
of our
7
most
Roquen. That's really
glorious
good.
victory.
That's really good. That means we're back at 40. And... Healed some Lindor Bowmen, some Cinder Axemen, and a few defenders. Ooh, but it is a weakened army. And we'll probably have to fight once more in order to secure Minas Tirith. This time without a general. Yeah, we do need some reinforcements to go down here. Absolutely.
Stay in the trees.
Goodbye. Oh! They just let us take it. Okay, then we're in a good position, actually. Okay. Then we can hold out for, you know, however long it takes for us to reinforce it. Glorfindel. Meet Melzag.
Send them back to their underworld.
Yeah, you can do that. Easily. Ah.
Our foes appear to be gaining the upper hand in this battle.
The number of times I've heard you say that, dear commentator. Dum diddy dum dirty dum dirty dum dirty dum. We just take a little trot, a little ride today. And then we have an enemy, and it looks like they're coming our way, so let's give them a charge. Let's give them a little punch. Boom! Okay, of course that's... Oh, come on. Run away properly. Nah. Hey. Oh, you took out one of us. No. Oh, took out 2 of us. Bloody bodyguards. They are pretty tough against cavalry, it must be said. It's better to be able to flank them. But at some point, they will get a bit more tired. Oh, those reavers are running in place. Well, you know, actually, that seems to me like an opportunity. Oh. Okay, here they come. Look at that. And ploink! That was pretty good timing, I think. Ah, okay. Actually, it didn't work out terribly good for us, but terribly well. Bloody bodyguards.
The enemy are badly bloodied.
We'll
They've
beat them
lost
down
half
to a
their
single man if we have to. And the flanking! Yes, very good. There he is.
Our men have fought long and are becoming tired.
Boom!
Good tidings.
There we
For
are.
a moment, the fortune of battle goes
It's
our
nice.
way. Let's pray it remains as such.
For the moment, we have the finest warriors in the world.
Behold how our cowardly foe is
Really?
utterly vanquished.
That you could
Let
ever
all who
doubt.
remember this day. Remember it as
Yeah,
the
yeah.
day.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, thank you. I've heard it before. Ah. So that's 2 extra settlements for us.
We've defeated their wretched armies. Guard this area.
Hmm. What do we want to do? I guess we can sack it. Yeah, yeah, just
Too
retreat.
many. We'll need reinforcements. Form up.
Alright, you attack again. Truly, Isengard is petty. They don't focus their efforts on retaking what was lost or anything like that. They just say, oh yeah, we see your 18 soldiers over there. We can take those on. Glorfindel's 40? No, well. We don't want to send, don't want to send undue reinforcements over there.
Elven warriors. Swiftly.
My lord.
Onward. Conceal
Okay.
our yes,
And
come
woohoo!
on. Elven warriors. For the light.
These are Lindar.
Yes, my lord.
I guess the bowmen can be sent to fort.
For the light.
Then the guards can be sent over toward Londare, where they will be retrained.
My lord.
And Erikaron dies a noble death. But it's fine. We will survive it. We will survive. Ganyard, you have stuff that I can trash, like archery ranges. Warg breeders? No. We don't want that. Catapult makers? No. Actually not. No, we don't want that. Alright then. Korgul! Is this what's left of the last stand army? Might be. And here, Dunyard still sits under siege. Oh yeah, because they took a bunch of it and attacked Dunyard, of course.
Follow me.
Dornosten. We should probably put up some siege equipment and take on that place in earnest. Although it will be with losses, definitely. Noldrine armor? Very nice. You know what? I'm saying shipwright, because then we can recruit some extra mariners here. And that would be good. And from there on, we can focus on growing and maintaining the economy of the place.
Elves. Come on. Be vigilant. Elves.
Take it for the
So,
elves.
a couple of rams, a couple of siege towers,
Have your weapons ready, elves.
all those things. We'll see how they defend themselves. Hopefully not too well.
By the light of Elbereth.
Okay, so
My lord.
Veriangore. Veriangore? I don't know.
Always
Go to
happy
Argonne.
deal with you. trusted friend.
Yes. So, please, sell me Argond for... Oh, you're bankrupt. Bree bankrupt? That's kind of crazy. Okay, I will give you... 25,000 for Argond. What do you say?
This seems an honor and a pleasure.
Come, my brothers.
Wonderful. Fake Gandalf, you are
Yes,
thanked
my
for your services. And now we shall send this diplomat over to whatever remains of Rohan, because he
Yes.
will soon be tasked with giving them Edoras back and stuff like that. Now, what do we have in here? A bunch of sellswords.
Onward.
We can send them into a fort over here. That's fine.
Seal our movements.
And then Argond itself. Artist Studio. Wonderful. Excellent. And Breland likes us. Yay! Because we've given them money. Yay! To fund their apparently very expensive war machine.
Elves.
Ginyard is ours. And of course, Minas Tirith is ours. They don't even have a builder's hall here. What has to go wrong for them not to have a builder's hall? I suppose this place has been sacked to within an inch of its life. A Master Merchant's Guild, though. That's pretty neat. But we can't train any merchants because we're not that kind of people. Apparently, we're not traders. And there's 8,000 for population. Oh goodness. Yeah. So we'll have to hold this place against considerable effort. Where is our nearest fleet? Oh goodness, it's miles away.
Set sail.
It is absolutely miles away.
Ready. We can go no further.
But when it arrives, it will arrive with great fanfare and aplomb. Okay.
Elven warriors. Onward. Elves.
My lord.
And then we have Arovese over here. He's adopted. And what a nice fellow, I'm sure he is. We have some boats over here as well.
Ships
Yes,
ready.
good. So, over to Myrtleon you go.
Day to sail.
And here we will train another army, because we'll need to land more armies in the former heartlands of Gondor, that's for sure.
My lord speaks highly of you.
Minas Tirith is going to be under constant siege.
For the light.
And of course, our Isengard campaign takes us closer and closer to helping them directly. But it's going to take a bit of a while, so it's nice to circumvent that. Beat the rush, you know. Let's see. Just a bunch of orcs.
Put an end to this evil.
A marching host of elves had come up silently. They were hastening toward the northern borders to guard against any attack from Moria. And here is an elven army as well.
Stay on guard. Ready your ready elves.
That's how I shall set you up.
Stay on guard.
It's a bit of an annoying thing to have this forest, but guess we'll deal with it. Let's see. Is this distance workable? I think it might be. Rangers, move out. Oh yeah, they have some wargs over there, so let's go for the wargs. Elrond. Oh, you can't reach them anymore. But you took out 1% of them. Oh, look at that. They fall. Nice. Okay. Rangers, how are you doing? First order of the day, take out the wargs. Come on. Go and shoot some warg riders. Come my friends, come my friends, come my friends. Yes, you are under attack. Well spotted, guys. Goodness, the Valar must have blessed you with such sense and quickness of wit. And there we go. That's a warg company. Well done. Okay. And our archers are, you know, slightly disadvantaged actually. So I think we should move our melee line forward a little bit. Urugrievers over there, that's a nice target. %30 of the enemy army is gone already. Raiders, raiders, raiders. Raiders, raiders, reavers, raiders. Reavers, raiders, archers. Hello, archers. Let's charge into the archers then. And hello, bodyguards. What are you doing here? You look like you want to be shot. And so I shall shoot you. Very happily. Okie dokie. Melee forces. Converge. Oh, the archers are chasing after us. Happy, 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 happy. How could you not be happy with that? Oh, they caught one of our riders. Oh dear. Get going. Okay. And Elrond, how are you doing? You're doing just fine, actually. No, don't charge into the bodyguard, you morons! That is not a smart move, as you will no doubt notice once their blades catch up with you. No. We want to shoot those bodyguards until they bloody well die. Until it really hurts. Yes. Good at that company, pursuing some reavers. Good to see, good to see. Oh, just running away. Okay. Well, I guess it is time for everybody to converge upon charging down those bodyguards. Get it done. who want to overpower them now. The time is right.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs.
Nice.
It's time to press the attack.
And now you can capture whatever remains of that bodyguard. And that's pretty much it for the entire army. Yeah. Goodbye, Isengard. Or should I say...
This is a clear victory.
Goodbye, Isengard. Yes. Very good results all around. Gilgalad's company 180, winning everything here. That's excellent to see. Ah. Dudeland bodyguards also doing pretty well. But Elrond slayed those Reavers. Only losing one of his company in the process. Which is excellent to see.
They will not see us in the forest.
Goodbye, Kurgul. I do not want to see you again.
We protect the Elven lands.
By the light of Elbereth.
Come, my brother.
By the light of
Okay,
Elbereth.
so we attack Bregnas.
Destroy it.
Follow me.
Scout the area.
Kadaboom, kadaboom.
Swiftly. This is the way.
They are sending troops here.
A taste of my
Interesting.
blade.
Interesting indeed.
Come, my brothers.
I'm gonna stick you.
What do you say, kid? And do you want to take on Captain Nakthak?
Onward.
Ah, let's keep you nice and good, I guess. We'll see what
Have a
Nakthak
taste of
does.
my blade.
Ships ready.
So far, good gains, good gains. And we did make a pretty massive investment in Argond, but we'll make it back eventually. We definitely will. And now look at how lovely the map looks. It is excellent. It is excellent. We control the Gwathler. And Perth and Loon upgrades. It is lovely, because then trade between us and the dwarves will reach new heights as markets are brought to bear in the region.
This is our last stand, my friends.
Oh, hello, Isengard. Welcome. Glorfindel has been awaiting you. Great art gallery, why don't we? It'll increase trade by a couple hundred. That's good. Perth and Loon. Now this is where things get mighty interesting. They have 269 in trade already, having no trade buildings whatsoever. So, when we add this, and this, and this, then we're ending up with a pretty damn fine trade surplus, I would say. Also, artillery barracks would not go amiss. Hall of music, artillery barracks, yes, good. These are the things we do. And under towers, yes. Here we also, expand the trade with Bree and growth all day. Maybe an art gallery too. Just because. Brunost gets an armorer. Oh, we should get artillery royal barracks here maybe. Why not? You are such a renowned man here. Drauminayon. you know, let's get some Rangers of Bragost. And to celebrate the Noldor Guard Hall, of course. And then Hirot. Communal farming. We need to grow this place. Then we'll see after that. And Derweth. Just do what you do. Mr. Tirith, do what you do. What's going on over here? The Hornburg isn't terribly happy. Sorry about that.
For the light! Onward! Be vigilant. Elven warriors! My lord? Swiftly! Elves! Come on!
We retrain some troops over here.
Yes, my lord.
Put some troops into the fort.
Elven warriors!
You go to Austenithil, where you will be retrained eventually. And then we gather up new troops here in the area.
My lord. Swiftly. Yes, my lord. Onward.
Good. More troops to be retrained. Growing nicely. Okay, here, let's see what we're up against. Oh goodness, it's like they're not even trying. Glorfindel will respectfully kick you out of here.
The tide of battle seems to have turned against us. We must act and halt this turn of events.
Indeed. And we shall do so with great speed. The Reavers hold the general, and so the Reavers we shall target. Come on. That did not get him in the slightest, but at least it got their attention. Not terribly afraid of their archers, but shouldn't be completely ignorant of the danger they pose. But we do intend this to be just a lovely little quick romp. Oh, they're shooting at us. Okay. Ba-dum. Yeah, okay. That charge could have gone better. Let's give it another one. Yeah, you're not
half the enemy force remains.
You're not impressing me as such there. What is it with you and those charges today? You're just not doing well.
Long and are becoming tired.
Come on.
The enemy general
There we go.
his men.
And we get him. We get him. Yes, nice.
Our men have captured the enemy general. Guard him well and make it so he can see us defeat the rest of his army.
And smash. And they're shaken. And come on, you just not even one good charge today. Come on! What's wrong with you guys? Probably that you're very tired now, but okay. Played your way. Have a little bit of a rest. We'll let the enemy run for a bit. They are pursuing us, seemingly In order to catch us and... Oh no, they want to shoot us. Okay. We can ride you and kite you around until the cows come home, dear Isengard. You are but lowly orcs in the presence of greatness. So, what will you do? Form up, dear friends, form up. Right. Let's mash through the first unit and into the second one.
For the moment, behold how
That
our
does it.
cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
And as the town bells ring faintly in the distance, our Eldarin way
Utterly vanquished. Let all who remember
mops
this
up
day
whatever
remember
remains.
it as the day of our most glorious victory.
So we sustained some casualties, but we healed a couple too, and Glorfindel is ready, refreshed and new. He's just single-handedly taking out Isengard here. On how wonderful it is.
Set up an ambush.
We've defeated their wretched armies.
Now, a dear diplomat, where are you at the moment?
Your orders.
Ah, you're heading over there.
Without
Okay,
question.
fair enough.
As you wish.
I want you to find
Yes.
Rohan, whatever remains of it. Because doesn't Rohan exist anymore? Oh no, seems Rohan is done. Okay. Okay, there's no one to give these regions back to then. I guess that's also an evidence of just how far Melkor's shadow has penetrated these lands.
Follow me.
Engage!
And maybe now should then be the time to finally take out Dunyard. Let's see how they plan to defend this settlement. I shall not want to make it easy for them. Lord Shakflak. He is the faction leader of Isengard. Interesting. Very interesting.
Wipe the blight from this land!
How long Isengard survives after this battle is, well, not for us to say. Although we will have an influence. Right.
This is the way.
Ah, look at them. Eregian Smiths. Bloody lovely units. And Dornan Austin himself dressing very much like his kin. I say we make 2 attacking forces. But we can only add... Let's see, there's one there. And there's a gate over here. Okay, yeah, we can go over here. So... this is where we will have some... well, a little bit of everything, you know? A little bit of everything. Let's send the Cherno over here. You know, along with... yeah. Boom. And then we have these guys over here. Good. Let's see what those buggers will do. They leave this gate completely open. Shazam! Attack it we do. Attack it we must. Let's see how they react. Oh, they withdraw, mostly. To the square, it seems. Alright then. Archers, move forward.
Our men have reached the walls with their ladders.
Then we harass them on the walls. Oh, now they are diverting troops there, I think.
Our men have
These
reached the
archers
gate
might
with the
go
battering ram.
and... Ah, yes, they tried to shoot us. Okay, okay. Fair enough. Oh, we lost an elf. We lost an elf, everybody!
Our siege towers are at the walls. Our enemy have nowhere to hide now.
And our arrows fly upon
Our soldiers
the
have
enemies.
proved their worth today. The enemy's walls belong to us now.
Okay, okay. So, time for our defenders to take out some archers.
Our men have done well. The gates have fallen. If
But
we
the pikes
continue
remain
like
over
this,
here.
we will
Very
smash the
interesting.
enemy.
We protect the house of Elrond. This is the way.
Time for the Tirith to basically mash into those marauders.
Elven warriors.
Goodness, you guys are losing quite a few to these. Well, not to those, it seems. Ah, they were charged into by the cavalry. I didn't see that. Well, it's the dangers of increasing the speed too much, I guess. Some raiders over there. Okay. Let's once again shoot at the crossbows. They need to know that we haven't forgotten about them. Noldor defenders. Yeah, all move that way. And then... Tirith, where are you? Oh, you're going that way. Right, okay. Okay, okay, we put everything into one front. That's fine too. And just continue. In there, and then we take on the bodyguards. Really? Oh, hello! Do you want pike off? Pikes against pikes? Fair enough. Okay, how are we doing over here? And the crossbows don't even have the range to shoot back at us. Nice. Well, we'll be happy to just empty our quivers against them over there. It's fine. No problem. How did you suddenly lose so many? Cherno, come on. Oh. They can't hold us back. Okay. Seems like these guys are refusing to bugger off. Noldor defenders, run over here. Smiths, over there. Prepare for attacking the walls. Tierno, continue. Continue the assault, dear friends. Continue the assault.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory
Okay.
will be ours.
Let's take our melee troops. Push them into that infantry unit. They're just mashing themselves into our pikes. Might not work for them though. Make it fall, indeed.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Make sure you hold that position, dear friends. They are falling swiftly.
Stay alert. The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
More than that, to be fair. Alright.
Our men have reached the
That
walls
crossbows
with their
are
ladders.
good against armor. But even crossbows have their limits.
The battering ram is in place. It'll not
Let's
be
just
long
briefly
before
look
our
at
enemy's
the amount of damage they can
defenses
do.
fall.
They can do 8 damage with armor piercing. Let's look at the numbers here. 24 armor. So even when they halve that, it's still 12 armor that they have to deal with 8 points of damage. And a 6-point shield on top of that. So it really isn't that fair on them. Now the Noldor defenders, they would be a lot easier because they, they have the same shield, but they have 15 armor instead, which halved becomes like 7, 8 kind of deal. So
Our siege towers are at the walls.
all in all,
Nowhere to hide now.
here it begins. And if this siege tower breaks now, I will be very, very cross. Come, my friends, run into the tower.
The battering ram has done its work.
Oh, 44 members of the infantry managed to make it through. Sad, really. The Cherno are holding ever on. Valiantly they fight. Go for those raiders, please. You go for the infantry, and you are mauling the crossbows. Oh, it's wonderful. Okay. The Tirith are exhausted, but they do not let up the fight. I think it's time to send in Dawn and Austin. as the Cinder Axemen deal with the infantry. Dawn and Austin moves in. Come on, rush them. Don't let those towers get the better of you now. Oh, look at that. They are good. The defenders are good as well. Oh, now the Marauders have moved in. Oh, Isengard. Oh, Isengard. Dawn and Austin shall take the square. And one crossbowman remains. There we are. Good. Archers, move in.
Our men are in command of the city. We've lost control of the city.
Yeah, not for long. Because this is where Dawn and Austin will shine.
We've lost control of the city.
So, where are the rest? Oh, there's some raiders over there. Dawny, go get him.
Enemy general. A worthy enemy, but no less dead for that. We must press our advantage.
Indeed we must. And come on. Oh, they've been stuck on the wall. How did that get damaged?
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
What in holy hell happened here? Oh well, I guess it doesn't matter. Come on, Dawn Austin, take these bugged out raiders to task. Let's see if you can do it before the timer runs out. Oh! Ah! Now one of our soldiers are... Ah, okay, they flee.
Pursue and run
Nice.
them down.
Good. Well, that's it then.
Be awed by the victory we have won
Whew.
here today.
Cherno, healing 12. Excellent. Noldor defenders 23. Pretty good. 206 elves fell. You always lose a lot more when attacking a town, but I'm happy with this. I'm fine with it. Dawn and Austin shall continue unabated. And great things shall come of it. Because his goal shall be to move through Eastern Isengard toward Minas Tirith and aid them from the north. Basically, we're trapping the Mordor forces north of Minas Tirith. And then they will be mauled by Dawn and Austin, the smith. And since we have 51% Elven population here, I am fine with just leaving behind some of my Swordmasters in charge of running the place.
Elves,
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. On we go to Edoras.
take it for the elves. Scatter them.
Maybe we should send some
Yes, my lord.
extra folks down to the Hornburg.
Elves,
Does this do anything?
onward.
Not really.
My lord.
Come on. Elven warriors.
But next turn they'll get some extra help.
sire. Engage! Keep them off balance.
Breakness is under siege. And there sits first Captain Gluck.
Have a taste of my blade.
By the light of Elbereth.
The faction leader must be somewhere around these parts.
Yes, my lord.
I'm tempted to take these mercenaries and just send them at Londangren. I mean, why not? Right? Why not? And then they can, yeah, they can take these sellswords with them too.
Elves.
There'll be a whole party.
Elves.
And since we now have Argand, I think we should also work to expand our sight range in these parts.
Scout the area. Like the wind. We will need that one.
Like so.
Over here, elves.
That's one direction that we'd very much like to know. And Kobolishar, you're still doing your thing. Ostgalon, you're still doing your thing. And now I think this episode can truly end on a happy little note, because we have done some good expansion. We have taken Minas Tirith, and we will continue to work toward reinforcing and establishing that place as a haven for the elves. Before, of course, you know, we could give it back to Gondor
Ships
in the
ready.
long run.
Set sail. Fear not. We're not. Ships ready.
Even though they might never really end up liking us that much because of how the game works.
We can go no further. Ships ready.
But anyway, we should send Maldor back home. Maybe just blockade a portal on the way home. Wait.
Fine day to
No,
sail.
it is a Mordor port.
We have their port
And then blockade it we can.
Have a taste
Goodness.
of my blade.
Look at the armies.
I'm gonna stick you.
And so many orcs. Have you ever seen so many orcs, dear viewer?
Have a taste of my blade.
I know not.
Lord.
I'm gonna
But what I do
stick
know is that we will have to face them. But they will also have to face us. So, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes in... I don't know how long it's going to take to get our southbound fleet over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 turns. 8 to 9 turns. Yeah.
We can go no further.
Yep. Can we hold out for 8 turns? Possibly.
For the light.
Can we retake it once we arrive? Should we not be able to hold it? Well, probably.
Ships ready.
And here, another army will assemble. We could send it off pretty soon and just leave the middle nobles, actually. Just to keep ferrying in troops. That wouldn't be too bad, would it? Take some long spears, they're always handy in a siege.
Yes, sir. Full sail.
Elven warrior. Onward.
Set sail. Ships ready. Yes, sir. Full
And
sail.
if we then create some, yeah, more Linden long spears.
Elves. For the light. Yes, my lord.
Ships ready.
And then Aravesi can journey south. He'll be happy there. So happy. Of course. Why wouldn't he be happy? Anyway, I hope you'll be happy to join me next time at least, because interesting things are going to happen as Elrond sweeps through eastern Isengard realms and Dornan makes his way toward the eastern parts, and of course Elrond is in the western. Little bit of a speako there, but anyway, Next time is going to be a bloomin' interesting episode, I think, as we face the challenge of meeting Mordor's armies, with relatively little to show for it. But whatever we have, we will throw at them, and then we'll see how Glorfindel gets on. He is restless in spirit, and he has conquered a lot. So, next time we'll see where he will be able to go. But until then, I hope you had a lovely time here. I sure have. So be good to yourselves. Captain Total Waffle considerably out.